This is Bay State Running, powered by Marathon Sports. Meet coverage today brought to you by Hoka. We find ourselves at the 2024 Catholic Memorial Invite. We've got our final race of the day, the Brother Barry Varsity Boys Silver Race. It's a 5K varsity race for these boys. We're going to have a pretty close one up front. There's a few standout names worth mentioning right now. We've got Peabody's senior Declan Smith. He's coming in with the top time this season of 16:05. Right behind him is Boston Latin senior Elijah. He comes with a 16:09, and then can't discredit the host school's Michael Upton. He's a junior. Captured season opening Vineyard XC Invitational with a best of 16:11. So early season 16:11. We'll see what that translates today with some other guys kind of right in the mix of things. Again, just moments away from starting up here. And we've still got a number of teams in this race ready to go. We see our official on his mark, flag going up. And they are off. Your 2024 Catholic Memorial Invite Boys Varsity Silver Race. They are coming at us, coming across this field and then funneling in for this slight uphill before heading into the first woods loop. No one wants to sprint to the start. That's a good thing. Do have a couple of guys starting to emerge out in front, though. We'll see how they shape up as we progress throughout the race. Good fields here as they make their way up the hill. We'll catch them at the 1 mile. And start to see our lead pack there. No real separation. A little bit of a stumble there, but that's Declan Smith, Peabody out in front. Right with him, we've got Live Boston Latin, Michael of Newburyport, Brennan Boston Latin, Joshua of Bridgewater Rain, Gavin of Catholic Memorial. Cole goes past us from north. Paul of Martha's Vineyard. Huge group up front. That was only your top 7. Others in the top 10, we had Paul of Martha's Vineyard, Joshua Tollgate, Brian of Bridgewater, Rainham. One of the closest packs we've seen in our varsity races today at the 1 mile, which is where we find ourselves. Guys in frame crossing that mile. On the team side of things, it is looking very close early on. Only 1 point separates Boston Latin and Catholic Memorial. We saw Boston Latin with a number of those guys in that low area. They had 2 in the top 5 or so. Catholic Memorial might have also had 1 in that top 5. So that should be a good battle. Got Bridgewater. Rainham is up in the mix for teams. Same with Exeter, Nashua North, and Newburyport. Also, 7th City of Boston Cross Country is right there, a couple of points behind Newburyport. So we'll see how those teams can kind of move around as we progress over to the 2 mile. Good battle between 4 guys up front right now. We've got Live of Boston Latin, Declan Smith of Peabody, Brennan Boston Latin, Michael of Newburyport. So 2 for Boston Latin right there. That's going to be pretty important in that scoring factor. And right now they're 1-2. Those low points are really going to help them edge out the competition. Just saw Joshua of Bridgewater Rainham. Joshua of Tollgate is coming in behind him. You can see Nashua North, Cole Burns, Brian of Bridgewater Rain, John of Tollgate, Paul of Martha's Vineyard, Gavin of Catholic Memorial, Spencer of Exeter, Nick of Archbishop Williams there. Next 2 we see, that's Connor of Duxbury, Sam Boston Latin. Again, Boston Latin looking good as a team right here, as we've got 2 from Bridgewater Raymond. They're in the mix as well. That's Jack and Joseph running together. Brian of Peabody. Ryan and Andy both of City of Boston as these guys continue to get past us. Saw a couple of Exeter, Boston Latin, Catholic Memorial with a trio. Nashua North in there, Hopedale, Somerville, Catholic Memorial. Coming across the screen now. So if we look at the team side of things, Boston Latin, no surprise, first to get 5 across. They have a slight edge right now over Bridgewater Rainham. 48-52 at this point. Catholic Memorial, we saw a good mix of those guys up in that top grouping as well. Top 20 or so, I'd say, for them. So they're looking at third right now. Exeter sitting in fourth spot. Newburyport in fifth. And then Nashua North looking like they're currently in sixth. Still plenty of time for those team results to switch it up. And again, we've got about a 3-point battle right now between Boston Latin and Bridgewater Rainham Regional. So interesting race going on. Same thing up front individually. We'll see how these things shake out at the finish line.
Hey, 12-22. 12-22 per second.
We have our leader coming around the corner. Looks like that's Newburyport, Michael Mahort. He's moved up. Junior looking strong here. Not alone though. Slowly closing. Looks like it's going to be Boston Latin's first. But right now, your 2024 champion for the silver race is going to be Michael.
Let's go, Cheers!
Newburyport.
Nice run! Nice run!
Fly finishing second, getting that strong point advantage for his team.
Nice run.
So that was Fly of Boston Latin getting second. Third was Peabody. Fourth would be Boston Latin as well.
Nice run.
So we saw DeClan Smith up front, as expected. Brendan Nolan of Boston Latin, their second finisher.
Yeah!
Joshua Greer was top for his team as we got Tollgate. It's our second runner from Bridgewater. As these guys continue to come down, looking at your top 10 or so of his vineyards first. That's 3 for Bridgewater Rainham. They are looking pretty strong right now. We see another from Boston Latin. Again, those are your top 2 teams is what we're thinking. We'll see how it goes as we look to their 4th and 5th runners. Exeter finishes a couple. Bridgewater again, that's their 4th. Peabody with another. I see Boston Latin's number 4. It's going to come down to math and where their 5th runners are between those 2 teams. We've had 25 plus finishers at this point as Newburyport finishes up. He's followed by Somerville.
Marcus.
I see Bridgewater Raymond Regionals 5th crossing the line. Boston Latin,
Good job, buddy.
4 spots behind with their 5th. Again, very close battle throughout the race. We'll see how that map does shape up. Final race of the day of the 2024 Catholic Memorial Invite. Some good finishes there from Newburyport, Boston Latin, Nashua North. Boston Latin with another one there as well. Their whole team looks to be in now. Exeter, I believe, has their 5 through. And I think it's going to be close, but right now we saw Bridgewater Raymond Rainham with their 5 getting across before Boston Latin. I think that's going to end up being the win for them. See how the scores truly shake out as more bodies cross the line, more teams get their top 5, and all those guys get entered into the scoring. Again, overall winner, 16:23.9 for Michael of Newburyport Jr. He had a good surge that final mile or so to take that win. And then team battle is close, but it is looking like Bridgewater Raynham Regional will take the victory here today over Boston Latin. Only about 5 or so points between the two teams. Might end up being 6 or 7 as more numbers get counted. Exeter looking like they will finish the day in 3rd. Catholic Memorial looking at 4th. Good battle between Nashua North and Newburyport for 5th and 6th. North with the current edge over Newburyport. Overall, pretty impressive race here for our final race of the day. Very close team battle up top, which is what we love to see. And as these guys sprint to the finish, once again, this is Bay State Running, powered by Marathon Sports. Meet coverage today brought to you by Hoka. We find ourselves at the 2024 Catholic Memorial Invite. This has been your boys' Varsity Silver Race. On to some championship season.